tapping sequence with fives. I've had quite a few requests to kind of go through this, so I thought I'd go through it. Now the chord to this whole tapping sequence is left and right hand tapping. Now if you ever watch Guthrie Govan play it, he'll tap with his second and third finger of his left hand, and he'll use the middle finger of his right hand. When I tap it, I use the first and second. I imagine Guthrie Govan does it with second and third to mute the strings with his first finger when he's tapping. When I'm doing it, I'm kind of using the flesh underside of my first finger to make sure that the strings don't ring out. So when I tap, I can control the strings, make sure they don't ring out. Now, the right hand's pretty straightforward. It's just going to be tapping with the middle finger. The left hand is a bit trickier because what you're doing, if you've never done this before, you're hammering from nowhere. So it's this idea that you're hammering them with these second and third, first and second fingers, which can be quite tricky to begin with. So make sure that when you hammer, you've got enough force there to sound the note, that it doesn't sound, there's no conviction, it's a bit weak, so it doesn't sound like that. Just make sure you should be able to hammer and hear the note ring out. The fives, as I've mentioned before, is in time signature 5/4. So each bar is going to have 5 beats in it. If we look at the first sequence, basically the sequence is kind of a bar long. So the first beat in a bit sounds like this, and this is kind of the core of the whole kind of tapping lick. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be playing 12th fret of the E string, hammering with the second finger. Then I'm effectively going to be tapping at the 17 as a hammer on, and then pulling back off to the 12. And then I play 12th fret of the G string with the first finger, so it's the same frets. And I cut it short by just tapping at 17. And then there's a little rest after that, so you have a nice kind of bit of silence there. So if I play that slowly, the first beat in the bit sounds like this. If you look at the remaining 3 beats in that first bar, this is what we have. Okay, so what I'm doing here is the same idea, it's the same frets and the same strings, but now I'm going to be doing my hammer and pull off in the E string. Then I do the same thing in the G string. Then I'm going to do the same idea but now in the B string. And then back to the G string. So it kind of goes E string, G string, B string, back to G string. So slowly it goes. Okay, so this is quite a nice tapping lick, because you don't have to shift any fret position at all. It's really just the same frets, and it's really just shifting strings instead. Okay, so the first bar slowly sounds like this. Okay, and if I play it faster. Okay, now that is our sequence nucleus, if you will. What we do is we play that 3 times. So we have 3 bars of that. So if I play those 3 bars slowly, we have. Okay. And then in the 4th bar, what we're doing is almost flipping it round. We start off with our E to G, B to G pattern. And then we end it with our cut off kind of sequence. So the 4th bar goes like this. So if I put the 4 bars together and I put a little gap between each one so you can hear where they split up. The first bar goes like this. That's the first bar, second bar. Then the 3rd bar. Then the 4th bar goes. Now, the good thing about this kind of lick is when we shift harmony, we're playing over an A minor 7 harmony there, then it moves to C minor 7. So we're moving effectively a minor 3rd up. So we just do exactly the same thing with the lick. Instead of now tapping at 12 and 17, we're going to be moving up to 15 and 20. And what we have here is, instead of a 4 bar sequence, it's a 2 bar sequence. So the what we play over the C minor 7 sounds like this. Okay, so it's just 2 bars long, where this cut off sequence at the beginning is the start of the bar. That's the start of the bar. Then after we do the C minor 7 bit, it goes to B flat minor 7. So instead of now tapping at 15 and 20, we move down to 13 and 18. Sequence wise over the C minor 7 and B flat minor 7 sections, what we're doing is this. Over the C minor 7 we have, then we do another bar. Over the B flat minor 7 we have, then we have. Okay, so it's kind of the same. The rhythm follows the 4 bars of the intro. The rhythm's exactly the same, it's just that we're playing obviously over a different harmony. So those 4 bars, the C minor 7, B flat minor 7 section sound like this. And then after that we go back and play another 4 bars of that A minor 7 section, which is the bit of the 12th fret and 17th fret.